Hey y'all, we've got a quick flow today to complement your bar practice. If you did the bar practice, if you're just looking for a quick flow to wake you up today, here it is. So sit in an easy seated pose, drawing the flesh away from your seat. And we'll take some simple side bends. So bring your left hand down, right arm up, and flow from side to side. Start to wake up your side body. Wake up to this practice today. If you got some good music to turn on something to flow to. Bring your arms to bowl pose, take an easy twist to the right and to the left. Start to extend the arms between. Maybe take it a little slower. One more time each side. Wake up the core and side body. Reach your arms up, switch the cross of your legs, and take an easy fold from here. Walk your hands forward. Maybe let your spine round a little bit. If it says yes to that, wiggle it out. If not, keep your spine long and continue to stretch the chest forward. Few breaths here. Maybe take a moment to pause and channel a word, a phrase, a mantra that is calling to your heart today. Perhaps there's someone that you know that needs a little extra love. And bring them to mind and heart. Walk your hands in, find a downward facing dog. Bring your hands to the top of the mat, feet to the back. I've got a blanket, you can set that off to the side. Really no other props for the practice today. So bring your hands forward, your feet back, and extend your hips for downward facing dog. Bend and lengthen your legs. Woo, feeling good. Shift to a plank pose and back to a dog pose. And do that a few times from here, plank to dog. Keep your knees soft as you come back. Give your hamstrings a little love this morning. And bring yourself up to your tiptoes, hop or step, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hanging out right here, keep that bend to the knees, lengthen and bend. Soften your knees, rise to stand, reach all the way up. Take a little side bend to the right and a side bend to the left. Unlock the knees, standing forward fold, exhale. Step back plank, pause right there, wake up the feet, so maybe floating into the toes and heels. And begin to bring your elbows down to where your hands are, forearm plank. Pause here, again, maybe floating toes and heels. Wake up your core here, knit your low belly, low ribs. Drop your knees and your pelvis to the floor, Sphinx pose. Uncurl your heart, uncurl your toes. Stretch your chest, glide your shoulders back, take another breath. If the option to lift to seal is yours this morning, maybe lift your elbows, really hug into your low belly. And keep softening those shoulder blades onto the back of the heart. Gaze is at the floor so your head is an extension of your spine. Take another breath here, slowly release those elbows down. Begin to slide your hands back and underneath your chest, either for a cobra pose or maybe bringing them next to your ribs for an upward facing dog. So the difference is that the hand placement is varied and you're lifting your pelvis for up dog where your pelvis stays on the floor for cobra. So choose the pose that works best for you. Keep the elbows and shoulder blades soft. Gaze is softened on the mat. Take a breath. Curl over your toes or just flip your toes downward facing dog. Bend your knee. Come up to your tiptoes, knees bend, hop, step, float forward, standing forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to let go. Root down, rise with your breath. Inhale. Diagonal those arms, so bring the right hand down, left arm up and over, side bend. Bring it to center, side bend, other direction. And keep flowing here. Just like our seated flowing side bend, just move your body today. Take a nice little stretch over to the right. Begin to soften into your knees. And take those left toes back. Maybe cover those toes, reaching back for the inner thigh with your right hand. Soften into the standing leg. Step yourself back. High lunge. How wonderful those arms. Soft elbows, palms turn out. Shoulder blades roll back. Throat draws back. Ears draw back. Squeeze your feet together. Begin to reach your arms up to prayer. Extend the right leg and flip your high lunge to the back of the mat. Find your prayer twist. You can also take an open prayer twist if that serves you better. Look down to the mat. Bring yourself back to high lunge. Step into chair pose. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Take a breath in. Easy breath out. Reach your arms wide and out. Again, find that flowing diagonal side bend here. This time, right arm up. Right toes go back. Find a little balance here. A tiny arabesque with the right toes. Keep reaching your left hand for your right inner thigh. Step all the way back. Lunge pose with how wonderful arms. Relax your shoulders. Engage your legs. Squeeze your feet together. Take a deep breath here. Full breath out. Raise the arms. Lengthen your leg. Flip that high lunge back up to the top of your mat. Prayer twist. Or hand down, hand up twist. Open it up. Look down, bring your hands back to prayer, step forward chair. Take a deep breath in and out, and rise with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, step your feet a little wider, standing forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to let go. Root to rise all the way up. And steeple your fingers this time, Kali Mudra. And take that Kali Mudra over to the right. Step your feet a little closer together. Kali Mudra right and center, right and center. This time Kali Mudra right. Turn the right knee out and begin to find tree with a side bend. So begin to glide your foot up to your shin or your calf. Maybe release that right hand down towards your thigh. Keep that side bend here. Tap your toes down. We'll take a little curtsy tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, getting into the side body and obliques. 7 and 8. Bring your knee forward, step back, lunge again. So bring that right foot back, left knee is forward. Easy breaths in and out here. We go back through those back toes, drop your back knee, bring your hand down, bend your back knee, maybe turn your left toes out for a twisted low lunge. Open your heart up here, long breath in and out. Take another breath where you are, release your leg, and turn your toes into center. Step yourself to three-legged table, so take your left leg back, bend your elbows, point your toes, and bow forward into this crazy extended puppy pose. Hover your chest, hover your chin, elbows in, press back up, downward facing dog. Whew. Flow forward, plank pose, again flowing through or not, meeting in dog pose. Inhale to your back bend of choice, and exhale to your downward facing dog. Toes curl, hips lift. Come up on your tiptoes, knees bend, hopper step, forward fold. We'll take that to the second side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise up, Kali Mudra those hands, take them to the opposite side. And with your feet about hip width, we'll Kali Mudra left and center, left and center, left and center. Bring it to the left. Turn that left knee out and begin to come into tree. So you can put your heel on your ankle and your left hand on your thigh. You can slide your foot up to your calf, left hand to thigh, maybe to your inner upper thigh, keeping Kali Mudra or taking your hand down. Stay with your breath here. Bring your arms back up, tap those left toes out, curtsy tap right. Arc the arms in the side body. Little curtsies. 4, pull your belly in. 6, 7, and 8. Bring your hands to your heart, step it all the way back, high lunge, pause there, settle in. Oh, wiggle those left toes back, come into a nice deep high lunge, take a breath. And then drop that back knee, turning for a twisted lunge. So turn your right toes maybe. Maybe bend that left knee and reach back for a bind and resist. So kick your foot back, open your heart nice and wide here. Take a breath in and out. Settle in. Curl the center of the chest open, ears back, throat back. One more breath. And drop those toes to the floor. Turn your right toes in, step back again, plank pose, take a breath. And, oh, nope, we're doing table. Extend back through your right leg and begin with that bow. So point your toes and hover your chest above the floor. Coming into that hovering extended puppy. And press back up, downward facing dog. Now you can float. Take a breath here. My mind is gone this morning. Inhale, plank pose, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, moving through your flow. Back to your dog, meeting in a puppy or a child's pose. So take your time getting back there. And then drop to knees. Maybe that the arms extend forward, maybe your hips tap your heels, but maybe not. Rise to table pose, and we'll take a seat on the floor. If you want to use your blanket, you can. Sitting right on the folded edge of that blanket. Extend your legs forward and a little bit wider than your hips. So not a wide leg fold, but a little wider. Soften into your knees really intentionally here, and flex your toes back towards your knees. Take a breath, lengthen your heart forward, and bow forward. So you can walk your hands between your feet. Maybe you can get your peace fingers on your toes. Maybe hands to your ankles for a little resistance, right? So draw the heart forward, bow the heart forward, and engage your legs. Maybe you can start to crawl those heels out a little bit. Experiment this morning. And slowly rise. Pull the sole of the left foot in towards the inner right thigh. Janu reach up. Turn towards that long right leg and bow forward. Again, keep that knee intentionally soft as you extend your heart towards your toes. You can take it for a little twist. If your spine again says yes to it, you might take it into a softer fold. Begin to slowly rise. Take that left hand behind your hip, pressing into heel and knee. We'll find a little superstar this morning. I'm going to bring my hand to the back of my head for support. Maybe you can reach those great toes to the floor. Take a breath. And slowly release your hips back down. We'll switch sides, Janu and folding the right foot in towards the left thigh. Draw the flesh away from your seat. Again, square your chest up to your long leg and bow forward. Keep an intentional bend to the left knee as you stretch your chest. Some options again. You can cross that right hand over your left ankle, Maybe you want to take a softer fold and let your spine round. And it doesn't have to be the same on both sides. You can choose another option as you come to this side. As you inhale, slowly rise, cartwheeling that right hand behind your hip. I'm going to bring my left hand behind my head, press into heel and knee, find a little superstar here, fall in the triangle. Slowly release those hips down to meet the mat, and fold your legs back into an easy seated pose. Take a moment, sitting well, sitting tall, close your eyes, stack your spine, roll your shoulders back. Turn your chin over to the right, and center and left. And center back to the right, drop your chin to your chest, and over to the left shoulder, and to the chest, and over to the right shoulder, back to center to the left, starting left, drop chin to chest, to the right shoulder, and to the chest, and to the left shoulder. Back to center, roll your shoulders out. Take a moment to return to your word, your phrase, your mantra, whatever it is you're channeling in your mind and heart today. Draw your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Thanks for sharing with me in this quick flow this morning. I hope that your day is lovely and sweet and sunny wherever you are. In gratitude, namaste. Thanks so much. Have a great day.